Hello, welcome back guys to another episode of Canucks with your Vancouver Canucks. We're in year number 3 in the playoffs for the first time this series, going up against the Anaheim Ducks in round number 1. And we went 10-5-4 in our last 19 to get to where we are, just making it into the playoffs. And we wouldn't have done it without adding the additions we made at the trade deadline. We acquired the likes of Kyle Connor and Dustin Byfuglien from the Winnipeg Jets and 2 draft picks in exchange for David Perron, who was just struggling with us this year. He never seemed to get his stride playing with us after coming over from St. Louis. We also sent Jason Demers, we also acquired this year. He's on his final year. Why not just ship him out now? We also gave up rookie Anton Stranges. I believe it's Anton, but London Knights player, Stranges. And we had to give up a first in this year as well. Kind of weary, if you remember last episode, about giving up that first, just because I didn't know what was going to happen, if we were going to be able to make the playoffs or not, just let alone. When it comes to this year, I'm just going to move Lynn and begin there, but this is what we're going to look like going into the first game. So Connor, Pettersson, and Besser, we're trying this out. Connor came over as an 80 overall, but I believe his morale was low when he was in Winnipeg, and he's now shot up to an 86 first-line player. Second line, we're going with Johansson, Horvat, and Eberle. Usually we'd have Josh Bailey, but he is injured after taking a hit last game. And then we have Cole Lynn, who we just moved, obviously. Tyler Bozak, who we picked up earlier in the year. And Jake Virtanen, Brock McGinn, Adam Gaudette, and Jamie McGinn. On defense, we're looking Quinn Hughes, Alex Pietrangelo, Troy Stetcher, Dustin Byfuglien, and Pouliot and Tanev. When I say injuries, Edler and Bailey both out with injuries. Hutton and Goldobin are our scratches. They're projected to come back around the middle part of this series, so hopefully we can get them back sooner rather than later. And Thatcher Demko now an 89 overall with Tobias Grice backing him up. Demko really found his stride, finally getting the time he needs to start here. But that's where we're standing, guys, and I'll show you quickly their lineup so we remember who we're going up against. So Sprong, Raquel, and Bobkoff. Like I said, I think we had a better first line when it comes in the end, adding Kyle Connor. We have a better center. They've got the slightly better winger, I'm going to say. And we've got a better left winger. Silverberg, Getzlaff, Langfield. Once we get Bailey back, I'm pretty sure we have a great equal, if not better, second line. Third line, they slightly edge us out with that Adam Henrique right there, 85 overall. We'll have Johansson right there with Bozak, who's an 81, and 81 overall for Tannen, so they have a better third line, and they have a better fourth line with Stam Steele at 84 on the fourth line with Devon Shore and Corey Perry. And we just have a 78 and the 80. No, we moved 81 up Lynn there. So they've got the better depth. I think we got the better top, though. When it comes to defense, Lindholm, Fowler, so just like how we have Pietrangelo and Hughes, Gooley and Manson. Obviously, we'd have Edler with Byfuglien, so I believe we just edged them out a bit on the second pair. And in the bottom 6 defense, we beat them out. Ouellette and Dotchin. We have Hutton and Pouliot, so I believe, like I said, we edged them out on the bottom. Goaltenders, they've got the better goaltender by 2 overall, John Gibson. And Jimmy Howard is their backup. We have a C-equal backup, but they have the edge on the goaltending with John Gibson. Scratch, they've got Troy Terry, Adam Lewinsky, and Isaac Lundstrom. We've got the better scratch players. We have a bunch of 80 overalls just sitting there scratched. So why don't we get into game number 1? As tradition, we always play the first home game of the playoffs, so that'll be game number 3. We will worry about game number 1, though. Game number 1 always comes first. So first period in the first time the Canucks are back in the playoffs. And there we go. Good start for us. Virtanen and Bozak getting the scoring going. So the third line, our depth scoring right there showing off. 2-0 leading into this second period. Let's see second period. And Demko keeping the door shut. He's faced 25 shots. Good playing by us so far. They're out shooting us, but we are keeping the defense intact, which may have been good because, like I said, when we went to the deadline, I thought our defense was dismal, not the greatest. We were letting up more goals than we were scoring. We finished with more goals let up, but I believe we let in less more. And there we go. Bo Horvat right there, upping the lead to 3-0. And all is well there. And we shut out the Ducks' first game, 3-0, just like we finished out the season. And we take an early 1-0 lead in the series. If we can take one more on the road, I think we have this series not wrapped up, but close to it. So with Bailey back now, he's going to go on the second line. McGinn's going to get scratched. And now we have now our second line is really intact right there. We played without Bailey, so let's see what we can do. Game number 2, we still won on the road. That's the main part. We were hoping to get one. Let's see if we can continue that first period. 1-1, not that's okay though. Both getting fourth lines going, Shore and Gaudette. We're out shooting them 16-5 though, so our defense right there, like I said, we got to keep the pucks out of the net and the play to the boards. Second period, no scoring again, no scoring at all this second period in the series. And right there, Brock Besser, first playoff goal, and we lead 2-1 with under 15 to go, and we are outplaying them 33 shots to 19. Power play for us, nothing getting right there. We still have the 1-goal lead intact, under 7 to go. If we can take this game right here, we are in a good spot. And they score, of course, Andre Cachet. I spoke too soon. We are out shooting them 39-25. Cachet scores with just 2 minutes left. Let's see if we can take the game in overtime. You know from Buffalo and Edmonton, I don't like overtime games. I will not look. Hopefully not. Hopefully we score when they take a power play. I'm looking now. And, of course, they score on the power play. Daniel Sprawl. We can't take penalties like that. Alex Pietrangelo, high sticking, 14:06. So what could have been a 2-0 lead for us is now a 1-1 series tie. Like I said, we stole one game on the road, so that's the main part. And Alex Edler's back, so we have a full, healthy roster coming back. We're going to send Goldobin down for now, for the time being. And we're going to have Edler come back in. So Troy Stetcher will come out, Edler will come in. And now we are good for game number 3. So if you are unaware with this series from Edmonton or Buffalo, when it comes to the first home game, like I said, I play it. And I also do commentary. If you aren't aware, I have commentary experience. I used to do it in college. And I'm excited to finally do one for this series. I'm hoping that it's going to be great. I hope that we can win. And of course, watching NHL, I just turned that to rookie. My bad. My bad, guys. I don't want you guys to watch a slaughterhouse. Obviously, with NHL 20 on the horizon, I'm liking the commentary. But if I were to do, when I do a GM series next game, I will obviously turn the commentary down for playoffs. I like the new additions. I'm hoping that in franchise, if you guys know it more than I do, if the franchise they're going to have the play of the period like they do in the EASHL. I'm hoping they have that. That'd be great for franchise. But that's it for me, guys, here. We are going to go into the game, play a commentary as well, and we'll be back after for more simulating. So enjoy, guys. Shot. That would save. Pettersson clears it though, and the Canucks move their way out now. It's Gooley up to Sprong. The Ducks all over themselves here at the beginning of this second. Raquel gets that puck back. Gooley out in front, scores! Sergei Bobkov opens the scoring here in game number 3. It's 1-0 Anaheim. As it's buffeted up to Bailey. Josh Bailey now. Getting around to Henrique. Bailey in. Couldn't get the goal. Horvat scores! Crazy play in front gives Bo Horvat a goal. And we are tied at 1. He had McGinn alone in front. Tried passing it back to the defense though. Steele. Nice pass to Shore. That one sails behind. Scores! Off the weird bounce, it's Shore. And they have a lead now with just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Besser gets there first for the Canucks. We're about 2.5 minutes left here in the game. It's Pettersson. Pettersson now. Shot. Scores! Elias Pettersson! ties the game up here for the Canucks. Manson now makes his way in, throwing that puck around. No one can get there first. Lindholm down to Silverberg. Nice pass out in front. Horvat takes that away, though, and here come back the Canucks. Odd man rush. It's Bo Horvat. Hey, with the shot. Scores! Bo Horvat wins the game in overtime for the Canucks. And they take a 2-1 series lead heading into game number 4. Big win there by the Canucks. Big comeback win led by Captain Bo Horvat. I thought we were going to be down and out after they scored, Shore scored that awkward goal. But these Canucks, they've got a sense to just come back. So good for us. We come back. We lead 2-1 now in the series. Let's start game number 4. See if we can continue this momentum. First period, it's 1-0 Anaheim. Shore again. Got 3 goals this series. We got to stop Shore somehow, guys. Second period. We get 2 right there. Kyle Connor, Marcus Johansson. We lead 2-1. We're getting outshot, though, badly. And we outshot them last game as well. Silverberg gets one right there. But last game, like I said, we outshot them. They only had 20 shots the entire game. We had 35, 36. So we outplayed them well. And I'm hoping this game doesn't go to overtime as well. This will be the 3rd straight game of overtime hockey. And we are going to overtime. Hopefully, both teams got 1 win overtime so far. Who's going to break it? Are we going to go back to Anaheim 2-2, or are we going to go back to Anaheim 3-1? We are halfway through the first overtime period. Nothing happening so far. We're getting shots, though, which is good. But we need goals. We don't need just shots. And right there from the awkward angle, it's the captain, Bo Horvat. Another overtime goal. And we take a 3-1 series lead back to Anaheim. Bo Horvat leading the way with 5 points so far this postseason. And we can win this game right here. We win this game here, guys. We are going to round number 2. So why not? Let's start up game number 5, first period. Okay, 2-1, we're down 1. So Pietrangelo gets 1, but it's Raquel and Bobkov. So their first line getting some goals here. Hopefully our first line can step up. Second period, they get 1 more. It's Silverberg. We're not down and out, only down 2 goals. We can come back from 2. Let's see, and never mind, it's Sam Steele getting 1. We're down by 3. So possibly some jitters there, trying to close out a series. Maybe they want it, we should do it at home instead. Under 8 minutes to go here, 6 minutes, 5. We get 1 there. Tyler Bozak gets 1, but I think that's just a little too late. It will be as Troy Terry throws onto the empty net, and that is it for us, guys. We're going to game number 6, still up 3-2. And Tanev knocked out till July, so that's our bottom pairing right there. So it's going to look like Stetcher or Hutton comes in. And we are looking at still closing out this series, game number 6. We have a chance here. Don't count us out. So here we go. First period, we can close it out. Bo Horvat, you're leading the way so far. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. First period. Tied 1-1. That's okay. It's Brock McGinn. It's Sergei Bobkov. We got to get Bobkov stop scoring. Second period. Oh my goodness, we got 5. Perfect. So Sam Steele gets 1. And it looked like we were going to struggle here. But Quinn Hughes, Jordan Eberle, Brock Besser, and Marcus Johansson with goals. Both sets of goals coming not even a minute apart. So we're up 5-2 with 1 period to go. That is what we like to see, guys. We lost 5-2 last game. Returning the favor to them. And all we got to do is close it out now. Don't give up anything. Don't take stupid penalties. Under 7 to go. And right there, Shore, you've got to be kidding me. And right there, I'm jinxing it. Jody Langfield, under 4 to go. And will we do it? We will do it. We almost let them come back, though. We take it 5-4, so we got to find a way to close out games. We should not be giving up 2 goals like that late, especially to Shore. Don't know who you are, Shore, but I know who you are, but I don't know who you think you are. And right there, we're going to move into round number 2 after beating the top team Ducks. And we're going up against the Vegas Golden Knights next. So we'll take a look at their lineup, and that'll be it. We'll call it an episode. So Marchessault, Carlson, Stone. So good first line, just like ours. And we move down to the second line. Pacioretty, Cody Glass, Mike Hoffman. They got a scoring second line. This might be an interesting series because then we move down Riley Smith, Jean-Gabriel Pajot, and Alex Tuck. So we are in for an interesting series, guys. I think we still have the better first line, equals second line. They've got a bit of an edge on the third line, and then the fourth line, it's anyone's. Carrier, Lindholm, and Zykov. On defense, McNabb. Oh my God, their defense looks terrible. They have a center playing. We have to beat this team on defense. So Stone and McNabb, Haig and Sulak, Irwin and Dylan Cozens. Who's injured? Just Theodore. And Colin Miller apparently not playing. I don't see this happening. And like Marc-Andre Fleury's not playing. And Chad Rodwell's the other one. Aaron Dell and Jordan Coy. Coy? I don't know how you pronounce his name. So I don't really can tell you what these lines are going to look like. Obviously, their defense looks a bit weak if they've got injuries. So let's hope we can beat this team. They did finish ahead of us in the standings, but that doesn't mean anything. We beat the Ducks, who were the conference champions. So that's it for me, guys. We're going to go into round number 2 next against the Vegas Golden Knights. Let me know if we should make any changes. We'll take a quick look at the scoring, though, and then we'll call it an episode. So Brock Besser. Bo Horvat led the way with 6 points. Brock Besser with 5. Pettersson with 4. Cole Lynn with 4. I'm thinking next year he's going to be on the team regardless if it still says depth or not. And then most people with 3. Who did not get a point, which should we be concerned? Edler and Pouliot did not get 1. But all our forwards got 1, and our top defenders got some. So that's it for me, guys. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new to the Canuck and Nuts family. Follow us on social media on Instagram, and the link is in the description. And let's get ready for round number 2 against the Vegas Golden Knights. I got a good feeling, hopefully. I don't want to jinx it. I've got a good feeling, though, about this one. Let's see if we can go to the conference finals like we did with Buffalo, just out of nowhere. But that's it for me, guys. You guys take care, and I'll see you back here in round number 2.